because we are the bay of endless potential. We have a vibrant and stable economy, skilled and dynamic workforce, suitable market access and infrastructure, availability of land for development, ease of doing business, and supportive legislative and policy environment. Importantly, we boast of well-developed transport infrastructure, including efficient road networks, enabling seamless connectivity within and outside the county. The establishment and operation of the Kabunde airstrip has further improved access to our great county. In Homa Bay, indeed, we no longer arrive. We land, Your Excellency. And I'm happy that Caleb is here because he's going to be expanding that runway so that bigger planes can come. Imagine the possibilities of investing in our agricultural sector, where innovative techniques and technologies can unlock greater yields and sustainable practices. Agriculture employs 74% of our local workforce, and it nearly contributes about 25% to our gross county product. This presents an opportunity for greater investments to unlock labor, productivity, and profitability. Our CIDP has identified and prioritized a number of agricultural value chains, which are key in spurring our economic potential. We aim to revitalize cotton production. Your Excellency, we aim to be leaders in cotton production. We aim to produce 50% of the cotton produced in this country. How? We have registered 37,000 farmers on 42,000 acres. We, as a county, have bought 10 tons of seed, BT seed, for this season, costing about 50 million shillings. The government, Rivertex, together with industry, are also giving us another 10 tons. That makes it 20 tons. We can grow on about 20,000 acres this year. If the country grows on 60 or 70,000 acres, we will be going towards the 50% mark of cotton production in this country, Your Excellency. Na hao ni wakulima ambao wako hapa, they are registered on the Kiamis. We know them, where they are, how much land they have. It is not guesswork anymore because of the digitization of this sector. Our edible crop, oil crop variety includes sunflower, soya beans, groundnuts, and oil palm. And their anticipated production is 246,000 metric tons in 3 years. Tomorrow we will sign with Afropal our MOU together with Migori County, and we hope to move forward the oil palm discussion, Your Excellency. And sunflower, tumepata seed. We have it here, but we didn't want to distribute it in a hurry because we don't want to throw the seed to farmers we don't know. So I told my agriculture team, let our farmers, I want to see them and the acres that they want to put this thing on so that we know where we are taking it. So Your Excellency, importantly, we have the potential of utilizing approximately 767,000 acres of land suitable for oil palm production. To achieve this, we seek to raise about $27 million, which we will do slowly together with our partners. Additionally, we are investing in sweet potatoes in Kabondo, Kasipul, as well as pineapples, which grow in Rangwe, Your Excellency. Aquaculture is a big area for us. We envision opportunities in our fishery sector, with about 80% of Lake Victoria being in Homa Bay. When Gatsby has done the research, they have shown that 40% or 45% of production of aquaculture should be able to be done here in Homa Bay. Your Excellency, picture the potential of our tourism industry, where our pristine beaches, lush forests, vibrant cultural heritage can captivate the hearts of travelers from around the globe. Take a journey to our majestic Ruma National Park, where the rowan antelope is only found in Kenya, and the potential of sustainable flow of an upward of 5,500 tourists annually. Visit our iconic 16 islands of Rusinga, Mfangano, Sena, Ngode, Kiwa, among others, as well as the piers of Kindu, Homa Bay, and Bita. Indulge in the view of flamingos of Lake Simbi Naima and its mythical volcanic lake. Your Excellency, from Kabunde to Mara Serena, exactly 2 hours driving. So tourists can actually come and even drive here, take a cruise ship from here, cruise to Siaya and Kisumu, and cruise back even to Mwanza, into the Serengeti, come back that way. Your Excellency, we are ready. We are in full gear towards We are in full gear towards operation of the Riwa Special Economic Zone, and I'd like to thank you for gazetting the Riwa Special Economic Zone here in Karachuonyo. And today you will be launching it officially for us within the remaining 25 minutes. You will be launching it officially for us, and SCZ Authority is here to provide us with an operating license. But the most interesting bit, Your Excellency, is today as you give us an operating license, you will also be giving Victory Farms an enterprise license to be our anchor tenant for a fish processing plant within the Riwa Special Economic Zone. Victory have told me just 3 things. They've said they want, there's a bit of flooding problem there, so they want me to deal with that, and I think Raymond had spoken to NYS to get the tractors there to desilt the river Tende so that we can dike that river. They've also said they'd like some power, which if you put your, push kidogo, we will get some power. And they said within 60 days, they want to break ground. And if within 60 days we have not sorted me and you the problems there, they want to now just look for an easy place to set up. Your Excellency, 60 days, tupambane pamoja, tuone kama power can be there. The road I will do, they want the road raised, that one is on me. Electricity and desilting, that one I want to leave for you so that you to skumie. We are in full gear. I promise today we are not asking for many things, just Riwa and Mashuja, just two. Your Excellency, hata nimemaliza speech. Nisiongee sana. Wacha nisiongee kwa sababu dakika 5 imeisha. I would just like to tell our investors that we are in strong partnership. Homa Bay is ready. Homa Bay is open. We will facilitate you. We are corruption free. We don't want corruption here. If anybody tells you, give me something for you to do ABC, call me because my phone is always there. That is not allowed here. We do not want to do that to our investors. We want you to just come and invest. All we want is your investment. Land we are giving you. All we want is for you to invest so that these people of Homa Bay, these young men and women you see here, can get jobs, places to work. That is what we would like to achieve for our people. And Your Excellency, nikimalizia, jana tumeona kama mambo iko. You know, we would like, as Moses said, for His Excellency Right Honorable Raila Odinga, we support him fully for the African Union, and we thank you for your support and for pushing that for us. Asante sana, tunataka kusonga na hiyo mbele na tunashikana tu sisi vile nimekuambia kila siku. Mzee tuko nyuma yake tu fully like this. You look at him like this, where he's pointing we go, Your Excellency. So hiyo ukimsaidia hiyo, we are very very grateful. Tunashukuru sana. So mimi tuna shida. Your Excellency, we thank you. 20 minutes are left, and I'd like to invite CS Alfred Mutua to take over from here and invite CS Mvuria, who will in turn invite His Excellency, who will be running back to the airport as soon as he gives his remarks. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Makofi kwa wageni wetu wote. Asanteni sana. God bless you.
Your Excellency President William Ruto, Governor Wanga, governors, all protocols observed. Osawore. Kabla sijaongea nataka kuwatambua chairman of parastatals who are here. If you can just ask them to stand up to be recognized. We've got a chairman of Rivertex, Dr. Langat, just stand where you are. Dr. Chanzu of National Housing Corporation, chairman of Italy, Daudi, chairman of Lake Victoria, chairman Kositani was recognized, and all the other chairman of parastatals, karibuni sana. Your Excellency, I woke up this morning and looked out of my window and I saw the sun rising and shining over Lake Victoria, and what a sight to behold. This is a beautiful county, an amazing county. I want to start by congratulating Mheshimiwa Wanga. This is great. As a two-term governor, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. And I want to tell the people of Homa Bay and also to yourself that kwamba mbele ber. Your Excellency, this region is ripe for tourism, and it will be part of what you are calling our Western tourism circuit. I want to speak a little bit about tourism. I will soon be visiting this area, and I'll be meeting the governors to talk about tourism circuits. For a long time, we've only been sailing the beach and the ocean, the beach and the wildlife, but there's so much to offer. I will meet all the 47 governors of the country and align. Your Excellency, there are so many hidden gems here that people don't know. I see my governor Wavina is here, and I know I recognize many. In Machakos, for example, we have a hill in Machakos whereby it's like this, but if you pour water, water does not go downhill, it goes uphill. If you put your car on neutral, the car rolls upwards. If you put a bottle, the bottle rolls upwards. Nasio kamuti? You know, it's like a magic hill. And so we've got all these tourism sites that we're going to include so that our people, our visitors have more than to see. I've been to many countries whereby you go and see very little. We have a lot to offer in our countries and many products to sell. Your Excellency, there's a beach here. We've started work on the beaches in Mombasa, in Malindi. We're building an aquarium in Mombasa. We're doing a lot of work at the coast. We want to also do a lot of work over here. Homa Bay, with the Lake Victoria, is ripe for investment. We are thinking of working together with the investors for a Lake Victoria cruise. We don't just have to want cruise ships coming to Mombasa. We're thinking about a Lake Victoria cruise. So we've got a cruise ship that starts maybe in Kisumu, goes all the way to Jinja, to Entebbe, to Kwanza, and bring people to Homa Bay so that they can spend their money here, go to Ruma National Park and see the animals that are here and spend money. The tourism numbers, Your Excellency, have gone up. I'm proud to report that at the end of December, we were at 1.95 million visitors. Currently, as we stand here, we've surpassed the 2 million mark. We are at 2.1 million visitors to our country. I'm estimating that we'll get 2.3 to 2.5 by June of this year and 3 million by the end of this year, or even more by 2027. We have a plan on how we are going to achieve it, and it is very, very possible. Your Excellency, as I come to conclusion, tourism is a very soft area for all of us. We can make a lot of money in tourism. I am talking about domestic tourism in as much as I'm talking about tourism from outside. I'm reorganizing Kenya Tourism Board so that we can market properly. Kenya Tourism Board has been marketing the same way for 20 years. We're changing how it's marketed. We're looking at halal tourism, medical tourism, cultural tourism, and many other areas. But for this to thrive, we don't just want visitors, we want value. We want people with a lot of money. And so what we're doing is that we're encouraging quality tourism. Governor Wanga, when visitors come here, people are going to Dubai, Singapore, and other places. Why? Because they are basic comforts. Every area, there are clean toilets, there are beautiful malls, there are good health centers. So we need to invest on the comforts that will bring and value tourism to our country. I'll be back to Homa Bay very soon so that we can continue. Investors, please, we only have 1 or 2 or 3 hotels here. This place is ripe for hotels. For some of us who know how the hotel industry works, and with Wanga giving free land, if you want to invest and make money, I call upon you, please come and invest for build hotels here in this area. And finally, I want to say that the sun has risen and is witnessing a new dawn in Kenya. Dreams are becoming a reality, and if you want to make money, then as Governor Whitman said, this country, under the leadership of William Ruto, is a place to be. Mbele iko sawa. I want to welcome my brother Mvuria machache, alafu mwalike Mheshimiwa Rais. Shukran.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Her Excellency Gladys Wanga and all the governors here present, members of Parliament, our key partners and investors, ladies and gentlemen, Osaore Uru. Osaore Uru. Erokamano. Your Excellency, I will be very brief, but before I say one or two things, I want to recognize the presence of our government spokesman, Honorable Maura, is also in the midst. Your Excellency, I want first of all to congratulate the Governor of Homa Bay for putting in a great investment conference, which is really inspiring and also showing that devolution is the way to go. Your Excellency, I know you are pressed with time, but I want to also appreciate your commitment to foster the relations between the two levels of government, and I want to assure you that in the cabinet, on behalf of my colleagues and all the PSS, we will endeavor to support you to make sure that we continuously grow the partnership between counties and the national government. Your Excellency, more particularly Homa Bay County is a very potential county in terms of blue economy and maritime affairs. Just to give a synopsis, you know, 86,000 metric tons of fish in the last 1 year, 58% came from Homa Bay County. And because, Your Excellency, I will have an opportunity to come back, I only want to assure you that the directions you gave to make sure that we do infrastructure in the Indian Ocean and Lake Victoria, we are on course. We have mobilized all our partners to ensure that we make that a reality. Therefore, Your Excellency, on matters maritime, you had directed the shipyard and the ministry to work together, and I'm sure when you went to see the exhibition, you already saw that something is happening. So, Your Excellency, I only want to assure you that the decision to make blue economy a standalone, we will work together with everybody to make sure that we inspire the potential of blue economy in our country, and will involve all the 47 counties. So, Your Excellency, without much ado, I wish to ask everybody to rise so that we can welcome His Excellency to make his remarks. Karibu sana, Your Excellency.
Very tall, this thing. Haya, asanteni sana. Tafadhali tuketi chini. My sister, Governor Gladys Wanga, the Governor of Homa Bay, Ministers present, Ambassador Wickman, governors who are present here, na watu wote wa Homa Bay, hamjambo. Amosa unamurwa unamtie chadurwa umor. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Nyasaye ber sejete. Asante sana. I am delighted to join you at this very special, highly appropriate and impressively organized event, which is inspired by the necessity to transform devolution beyond governance and sharing of resources into public service. The incubation of opportunity, facilitation of radical economic revival, and the enabling of prosperity at the grassroots. I want to confirm that seeing the theme of this investment conference, unlocking the bay of endless potential, that we will not only be talking about endless potential, we will move potential to opportunity, and we will move opportunity to investment. Under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the government of Kenya is committed to play its designated role in order to strengthen devolution as a fundamental constitutional mandate, but also because devolved units bring numerous opportunities for rapid economic growth into sharp focus. Further, our value chain approach to implementing better relies on strategic interventions to enhance or unlock productivity in sectors and industries at every county. In fact, the strategic pillars of better situate counties as focal points of implementation, making them centers of action in our quest to transform the opportunity landscape in our country. As we have noted, our achievements so far bear clear imprint of intergovernmental collaboration. Since 2022, we have empowered farmers to increase food crop yields, as a result of which we have recorded successive bumper harvests, taking us closer to our vision of eradicating hunger in our country. And I was very pleased when I went through the displays here that I saw farmers who are displaying what they have done in the space that we have worked with the counties, especially on the distribution of fertilizer, good seeds, and Homa Bay County has been a great partner in food production in Kenya. In fact, I noticed that on display was unga 2 kilos at 150. And I remember showing Kaluma so that he stops making noise at me about the cost of living. If there is a display of what government, county and national are doing with farmers on food security, we saw it firsthand here in Homa Bay, that farmers are doing something about food security in Kenya. Our community health promoters, young Kenyans who have transformed healthcare throughout our country, are county-based healthcare servants of the people. And I was very proud to talk to one of the community health promoters here in Homa Bay County on what they are doing to transform our villages, especially on the subject of health. I am very happy that we are closing in. I think we are in the final stages of the public participation on the regulations that will operationalize our universal health coverage. And I want to thank members of parliament for being unanimous in making sure that the pieces of legislation went through parliament so that we can move our country to the next level on matters healthcare. And no citizen should sell their property anymore to pay for hospital bills. That we will have a framework that will ensure that every citizen can access health at every level and without having to belabor how to pay for it. Similarly, our affordable housing agenda has received a decisive impetus by the entry of county governments into partnership and collaboration. And if there is an example of a county where we have excellent collaboration between the national and county government on matters housing, it is Homa Bay County. This is one of the counties I came very early on last year to launch the construction of affordable housing. I am very happy that we are now discussing windows, and shortly we will be handing over keys to occupants of affordable housing in Homa Bay County. Let me also say that apart from the units that are going on now, we have another 5,000 units of affordable housing in Homa Bay County that have already been procured, and we will need approximately 15,000 young people in Homa Bay County to participate to work in the housing program here in Homa Bay. And I am expecting architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, plumbers, electricians, masons, carpenters, and many others to work in this site, young men and women from Homa Bay County. I am very happy and very excited that this is moving on and is moving our country in the direction of making sure that our young people have access to employment so that we can do this again together for the young people of our country. The digital economy agenda, likewise, has made the counties, sub-counties, and now wards the arena of innovation, job creation, and potential business processing outsourcing by virtue of the last mile fiber connectivity and the development of ICT hubs. I want to tell the good people of Homa Bay County that that program is now rolled over. Your members of parliament have changed the law. I have signed a new law of CDF where it will be possible now to have an ICT hub in every ward in Kenya. And I am looking forward next year, God willing, when we come here for the celebrations that Wanga has asked for the Madaraka or Mashujaa celebrations that we come here. I will be coming here to see the ICT hubs that will have been built by our members of parliament. And I want to confirm to the people of Homa Bay County, as I do for every other ward in the Republic of Kenya, that as the members of parliament build the ICT wards, we are going to deploy internet, we are going to have gadgets, we are going to have computers, and we are going to have teachers to teach these young people, because it is our plan to make sure that we have at least 500,000 young people working on our digital jobs platform by the end of next year. Nyinyi mnanielewa watu wa Homa Bay? Na mimi nashukuru kwa sababu wabunge wetu wako hapa. Unajua nimekuja Homa Bay mara nyingi, lakini wamekuwa wakinihepa. Lakini leo nimewapata. Si ndio? Na nilikuwa nashangaa sasa hii Homa Bay, mimi nimekuja tukafanya mambo ya soko hapa. Mimi nikakuja tena, nikakuja mambo ya paya, nikawaambia tutajenga paya. Nikakuja nikawaambia tutajenga fish market. Si ni kweli? Nikakuja nikawaambia tutafanya affordable housing. Na hiyo mambo yote inaendelea ama haiendelee? Ilikuwa ni story ama ni ukweli? Si mambo iko hapa inaendelea? Yule mwenye macho aambiwi tazama ama namna gani? So mimi nataka niwaulize viongozi wetu. Nafasi ya siasa tulikamilisha. Nafasi iliyoko sasa ni sisi kama viongozi tuungane, tushirikiane, ndio tufanye kazi ile tuliwaahidi hawa wananchi. Na mimi vile nilisema pale mbeleni, mimi niko tayari kushirikiana na viongozi wote ambao wako tayari tufanye kazi ya wananchi. Na hiyo kazi tutashirikiana. Mimi nawaomba waheshimiwa, kwa sababu sasa tumepitisha sheria mpya ya CDF. Mtakuwa sasa na pesa ya kujenga ICT hub. Nia yangu ni kuhakikisha kwamba vijana 200-300 kila ward hapa Homa Bay na Kenya mzima watakuwa na kazi baada ya miezi 6 mkimaliza hizo ICT hubs. Tunaelewana jameni? With increased activity in many agro-industrial value chains. And let me say this because it is important for Homa Bay. Homa Bay is among the 3 counties in Kenya that have applied for a special economic zone license at the county level. And I want to congratulate my dear sister Gladys Wanga for being among the 3 governors who have given us land. We have gazetted, and I would be very happy and very proud today to hand over the license and also that we are going to have an operator's license by Victory Farms to begin to operationalize that facility. We are not only doing that in Homa Bay County. We have another 6 special economic zones across Kenya. We are deploying the first 3 billion shillings to build those 6. We are going to work with Homa Bay County also on the special economic zone here in Ndiwa. Sinamna hiyo? Karachuonyo, hapa Karachuonyo. Sawa sawa? So that particular special economic zone, she has requested that she wants electricity. I will make sure that in the next 2 weeks there will be electricity. Na hiyo maneno ingine amesema yeye atafanya. Si namna hiyo? Na ile ameniambia nifanye, mimi nitafanya. Raymond Omolo yuko hapa, atahakikisha hiyo kazi imefanyika. Tunaelewana? Because we want to do this together. And let me tell you, the good news is that of the 3 special economic zones issued to counties, 2 of them are for counties where women are governors. And a friend of mine who is seated here, in fact, Kimani Ichung'wah, has told me we should seriously consider making this seat of governors a women's seat. Maybe women can do a better job. I don't know how I don't know how constitutional that is. But Madam Anne Waiguru has requested for less. She has said they only want 30%. I think the men were willing to consider the whole governors. But since you have asked for 30%, we will go for 30%. So I want to tell the G7, our great women governors, that you have my support as you do the wonderful job that you are already doing. You have my support, women governors. You guys are doing a wonderful job. And I want to encourage others. If you have a chance to elect a woman governor, don't squander that chance. Elect a woman governor. Let me also say here in Homa Bay County, we have already concluded the county aggregation and industrial park with the county government. We have deployed the necessary resources because we want to achieve several things. Na mimi nataka wale waheshimiwa wako hapa wanisikize vizuri. Tuko na mambo manne ya muhimu ambayo lazima tufanye kama Wakenya. Tuachane na vyama kwanza kando, tuachane na mashindano kando. Tukubaliane kwanza transformation ya Kenya itafanyika kwa njia gani. Ya kwanza ni kuhakikisha kwamba tunatatua tatizo la food security, ama kupatikana chakula ya kutosha katika taifa letu la Kenya, tuondoe aibu ya njaa. We must never be a country that cannot feed itself. And we cannot do much on empty stomachs. We have to feed ourselves so that we can do that which we are planning to do. And that is why it is important that we work together to make sure that we produce enough food. And we must work with our farmers. And the plan that we have already deployed has shown results. Last year, for example, on maize, we produced 44 million bags. This year, we have taken it to 67 million bags. Our plan is that the end of this year, we must take it to 80 million bags. We must stop importing food into Kenya. We must grow it. Let me say the following, that it is not just food that we are, it's not just maize. Actually, we are spending 500 billion Kenya shillings every year to import food. That is not good news at all. We need to deal with that challenge of importing food into Kenya. We need to grow our food and save ourselves the 500 billion Kenya shillings. We cannot continue to import maize. We are importing rice. We are importing wheat. We are importing edible oil. We are importing sugar. We must stop it. And we can only stop it if we grow it locally, if we produce it locally. So the plan we have on producing locally is a great plan. And I am happy that Homa Bay County is among the counties that is working with us on this journey towards making sure that we reduce on imports of food into our country. One of the areas is the one my good brother Mvuria has mentioned. Here, blue economy, we decided that blue economy is going to be among the areas we are going to invest in, because we have a potential of $1 billion just to produce if we focus on our blue economy. And it is the reason why the great people Bensuda nataka unisikize. It is the reason why in this lake front we are putting up, and Mvuria is here, he is going to explain to you in greater detail, 11 fish landing sites. When I told the people of Homa Bay we are going to build a fish market here, they may not have believed me, but I want to tell you in the next 4 months that fish market will be ready. I told you we are going to build a pier here. I want to promise you that in another 4 months that pier will be complete. I am now telling you we are investing another 1.5 billion Kenya shillings on 11 fish landing sites along this lake. We are going to build a fish landing site at Nyandiwa down the road. You know where Nyandiwa is. We are going to build another one in Wakula. You know where Wakula is. We are going to build another one is Mainuga. You know where that is. That is just in Homa Bay. And then in the rest of the other 5 counties at the lake. And it is because we identify the blue economy as a source of food, as a source of helping us to reduce the importation of food into Kenya. I also want to say that last year we imported 500 metric tons of sunflower seed. I am very happy that Homa Bay County was among the counties that are working with us on seed multiplication. I have instructed Calro to set up a seed multiplication facility on 500 acres here in Homa Bay County, so that Homa Bay County begin to contribute to the seed production in Kenya. Our plan is that this year, watu wa Homa Bay mnanisikia? This year, we want to put 200,000 acres under sunflower this year, and we want Homa Bay to be front and center as we go in that direction. I am very happy that an MOU is going to be signed tomorrow between the counties of Homa Bay and Migori on matters palm oil. Again, in that space, that is the trajectory we are looking at, because we are spending $1 billion, almost 140 billion shillings importing edible oil in Kenya. I want to promise you that our plan is that in 5 years, we will not be importing edible oil to Kenya. We will be producing it here, from palm oil to canola to soya to sunflower. We have a comprehensive plan, and the secretariat in my office is working with counties to make sure that this is achieved. And my staff from that secretariat, I'm sure they are in this forum. Kuna watu wa kutoka pets from here? Yes, they are here, and they are going to have a conversation with the county, because we have been working with them to make sure that every county participates, especially those counties that have the kind of potential we are looking at. I want to commend Homa Bay County for emerging as a determined first mover in many of these partnerships. This has enabled the county to showcase to the nation, region, and the world the first opportunities awaiting investment in order to create thousands of jobs and create billions of shillings in money and wealth. Apart from demonstrating the effective leadership, that effective leadership can transcend the politics of the day, Homa Bay has opened the eyes of our nation to the splendor and bounty that Homa Bay is endowed with. This investment conference now is in its second year and has defined these endowments into attractive investments in diverse value chains, from tourism and hospitality, the blue economy, several competitive agro-industrial subsectors, as well as housing and ICT. It is true that, as suggested by the theme of this year's conference, the opportunities in Homa Bay County are not just limitless, they are also endless. So tuendelee na hiyo kazi kabisa. From the meticulous showcasing of bankable investment opportunities in a broad range of value chains to the evident surge in industrial and economic activity throughout the country, as well as the international engagement with partners at all levels of the public and private sector, locally and abroad, Homa Bay is taking undeniable and unstoppable steps to emerge as our nation's and region center of vigorous economic activity. And I want to commend the people of the county of Homa Bay. You won the Hustler Cup this year, was it last year, the end of last year? You have demonstrated that you love your county. And I want to ask the people of Homa Bay County, support your government, support the county government of Homa Bay. I am very happy that Gladys is walking in the steps of true leadership. She found revenue to this county at 195, she just told me, 195 million shillings. She has pushed that revenue last year to 650 million. She tells me she's already passed 600 million and she's targeting 1 billion shillings this year. Because she knows without revenue, without collecting revenue, she cannot achieve the targets that Homa Bay County and the aspirations of the people of Homa Bay County want out of her. So it is also important for us as a nation to know that we cannot grow our country through accumulation of debt. We are going to grow our country by raising our revenues the way Homa Bay County is doing. So wale watu wananiuliza maswali mingi, wakuja wasome kutoka kwa Gladys. Sivyo? Naona Kaluma hapo ame I commend the county government of Homa Bay under the leadership of Governor Wanga and her team for the good work that is being done and for successfully hosting this conference. I am particularly encouraged by your proactive attitude to opportunities for development, and I urge you to keep up the leadership, teamwork, and drive in order to deliver for the people of Homa Bay, because when Homa Bay wins, Kenya wins. I encourage all investors to move with confidence and engage with the opportunities presented by the county in this conference. The national government stands ready to do its part in facilitating investment at the counties and in leveraging the existing partnership with Homa Bay to provide investors with the best chance to create jobs, create wealth, and expand their enterprises. I am very confident that the more we do this together, the better our country will be. We must all understand, the people of Homa Bay must understand that each and every person has a contribution to make for Homa Bay to be a great county. And it is the same. Each and every Kenyan has a contribution to make for us to be the great country that we all want Kenya to be. And therefore it takes commitment, it takes sacrifice, it takes hard work, it takes working together, collaboration, unity, and pulling together for us to take our country to the next level. I want to tell Kenya from Homa Bay that we have a great country. it is our duty, it is our responsibility to make it greater. And each and every one of us has a contribution to make. I want to ask leaders, those of us who have the privilege to be leaders in Kenya. We are not necessarily the best. It's just that we have an opportunity. Let us work together. Let us build the spirit of unity together. Let us forge what will make this country a better country for all of us. As we discuss the opportunities in Homa Bay, we will be discussing the opportunities in all the other 47 counties, and they are immense. It is for us to work towards building an environment that will give investors the confidence to invest in our country, so that, as I said, we can transform the potential that we have into opportunity and move the opportunities into investments that will then unlock the job opportunities, unlock the wealth creation, and take our country to the next level. So, friends, let me say I am truly delighted to be here. I am sorry I would have come earlier. I tried to excuse myself from coming to Homa Bay this time, but it was not possible. You know how difficult it is to say no to Gladys. And so she made sure that she called everybody around me, and I didn't have peace. So I just had to come. So because I have another engagement, I will not be in a position to take long and to be here. But I want to say that to the people of Homa Bay, we will work with you, we will work with the county government of Homa Bay as we work with the others to make sure that our country is greater. When I came for the campaigns, I slept here. I am probably the only presidential candidate in independent Kenya who does not come from this region, who came and campaigned and slept in Homa Bay. And there are things I told you guys, and you thought it was a joke. Now you can see it is not a joke. Sindio? Niliwaambia tutapanga maneno kabisa na hakuna mtu atakuwa loser kwa hii kitu. Tutapanga ndio kila mtu apate kasehemu kidogo ndio tuende mbele. Sindio? Si nilisema pale kwa soko. Mungu niamini siku hiyo, lakini sasa maneno inaendelea namna hiyo. So na tunaomba Mungu ikae namna hiyo. Because I remember very well, I told you that time that we want to unify the country. We want to work together towards the unity of Kenya. And that is important to all of us, you know, and there is space for all of us in Kenya. You do not win by making others lose. We want a win-win outcome for all of us. We all want to be winners because those in the opposition must mean well for Kenya. Those in government must mean well for Kenya. But there are no citizens who are in the opposition or Kenyans who are in the other side. It is only these leaders who have a job to do something in parliament. But all Kenyans are on the same side. We belong to one nation and we have one goal to make Kenya a great country that we can bequeath to our children who will come after us. So watu wa Homa Bay, asanteni sana. Mimi nimefurahi kufika hapa. Mutanisamehe sitakuwa na nyinyi muda mrefu, lakini vile tumekubaliana tutakuja hapa mwaka ujao kwa mambo ya mashujaa, alafu hiyo mambo ingine tutasema wakati huo. So asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki, tunawapenda sana na tutarudi wakati huo mwingine. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Tumpongeze rais tafadhali.
And the other manenos we will talk in another forum. I think we can do
Your Excellency the President, welcome to now officially open the Riwa Special Economic Zone. And you'll allow me to count you down by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then you shall press the buzzer. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, and press it. And with that, we now have the Riwa Special Economic Zone officially open. Your Excellency, we also have some certificates here. If I can kindly request that we move to the middle so that we have a good picture. The first certificate is one going to the governor, the two of them, Your Excellency, to present to the governor. And the second one, if I can call the person representing Victory Farms, which is the anchor investor that is going to be taking place. And we also have one, Your Excellency, for Victory Farms, which is the anchor investor that is going to be investing in that place. And with that, Your Excellency, we have a gift from Homa Bay County. It's not present, so I think we'll skip that. Your Excellency, we've come to the end of this session and will allow you to leave at your own pleasure. So let's allow His Excellency to leave if the rest of us can remain upstanding, please. Check.
Very much, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen,
we want Homa Bay to become a city within the next decade.